Sometimes, the people you think you've lost are already lost in ways you can't imagine. Diana couldn't understand it anymore. Her once bright, cheerful best friend, Shola, the one who always laughed the loudest, had suddenly gone silent. Calls unanswered. Texts ignored. She wasn't even showing up at their usual hangout anymore. For 2 weeks, Shola had vanished from everyone's eyes. Diana's heart grew restless. That evening, as the golden sun melted into darkness, she made a decision. She was going to see her best friend no matter what. The air around Shola's house was eerily quiet. The curtains were half torn, and from afar, Diana could already tell something wasn't right. The front door was open, just slightly swaying with the breeze. "Shola," Diana's voice quivered as she stepped in. "It's me, Diana." Her shoes crunched against broken glass. The living room was a mess, plates shattered, clothes scattered, and a strong, bitter smell she couldn't place. Then she saw her. Shola, her best friend, sitting on the floor, thin, shaking, her eyes red and empty. A roll of something burned slowly in her hand. "Shola," Diana whispered, almost not believing what she was seeing. "What happened to you?" Shola flinched, startled, and tried to hide the drugs behind her. "It's not what you think," she stammered, voice trembling. "Please just go." But Diana didn't move. Tears filled her eyes as she crouched beside her. "Shola, how did you get into this? Who did this to you?" At that, Shola's tough shell cracked. Her face broke and the tears came. She dropped the burnt roll and buried her face in her hands. "It was Andrew," she sobbed. "He said it would make me feel better. He said it would make me forget everything, my parents, my loneliness." Diana froze. Andrew. The same Andrew she had warned her about. The boy with darkness in his eyes and a history too scary to tell. "I told you to stay away from him, Shola," Diana snapped, pain laced with anger. "You knew what he was capable of." Shola's shoulders trembled. I know I messed up. I can't stop now, Diana, I need help." Diana took her friend's trembling hand, her heart pounding. She felt fear, anger, pity, and guilt all at once. She stayed a little while longer, cleaned up the place, and promised she'd come back tomorrow. But inside, she was shattered. When Diana got home that night, her little brother was already asleep, curled up peacefully under his blue blanket. The house was unusually quiet, almost too quiet. Then, without warning, the door creaked open. Cynthia, her father's concubine, stepped in, holding a small iron rod, her eyes burning with something dark. "What are you doing?" Diana asked sharply, stepping forward. Cynthia froze, then smirked. "Just checking on the boy." But Diana's eyes fell on the extension cord running under the bed, the end stripped bare, a trap. A cold realization hit her. "You were going to electrocute him," Diana whispered in disbelief. "You were going to kill my brother." Cynthia's face twisted in fury. "He's the only thing standing between me and everything your father owns." Before she could swing the rod, Diana moved, swift, focused. The martial arts lessons she took years ago as a child kicked in. A quick sidestep, a twist of the wrist, and the rod clattered to the floor. Diana shoved her back with all her strength. Cynthia screamed, clawing at her face, but Diana fought harder until Cynthia fell against the wall, panting. Diana's hands trembled as she grabbed her phone and dialed her father. "Dad, come home now. Cynthia tried to kill Junior." Within hours, her father was home, furious, shaken, and silent. Cynthia tried to twist the story, claiming Diana was lying. But the evidence, the wire, the iron rod, the marks betrayed her. She was arrested that same night. As they dragged her out, she spat venom. "You'll regret this, Diana. You'll all regret this." Days turned into weeks. Diana tried to focus on school again, trying to bury everything she'd seen. But one hot afternoon, while walking home, she noticed a small crowd gathered by the roadside. Curious, she walked closer. Her heart skipped. There was a body, a girl, lying half-covered in dust. She moved closer, trembling, and when she saw the face, her blood ran cold. "Oh my God, that's Blessing," she gasped, her classmate. She called for help, her voice shaking as tears ran down her cheeks. Blessing was still breathing, barely. The ambulance came, and Diana followed to the hospital, her mind racing with fear. Hours later, the doctor came out, face grave. "She's alive, but she was drugged and assaulted," he said quietly. "She can't remember what happened to her." Diana's heart broke. First Shola, now Blessing. It felt like evil was spreading everywhere around her. She walked home under the setting sun, eyes full of tears and questions. Who did this? And was Andrew somehow behind it too?